Come on, man. Y'all know what time it was. Another clutch game, another mid-off. The Mavericks lose a 7th straight road game. We'll break it down coming up next on the DLLS Mavs After Dark. Michelob Ultra. Download the game time app, create the account, and use code DLLS for $20 off your first purchase. And Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the NBA. Welcome to DLLS Mavs Postgame After Dark, right here on DLLS Sports. The Mavericks lose on the road again. Where have you heard that before? As they drop their 7th straight road game, this time to the Portland Trail Blazers, 125-122. As Najee Marshall missed not one, but 2 3-pointers that would have given the Mavericks the lead. Then Klay Thompson missed a game-tying 3-pointer that would have sent Bobby into panic if the Mavericks and Blazers had went into overtime. But they did not.
I wouldn't have minded, actually. I would have.
Don't lie to these people.
No, I would not have minded.
There's a good look, great fake, gets both guys up in the air. I mean,
good shot.
I thought Klay's making that shot.
And he did not. As the Mavericks dropped to now 12-22 to finish up the 2025 calendar year. We'll break it all down here for you.
Last game of a long, taxing, draining, out of adjectives calendar year.
No, you got 57 more minutes.
Yeah.
Of adjectives.
So,
by the way, this is our last show of the calendar year 2025. So if you got some New Year's resolutions you want to throw in there, some things you want to take with you to 2025 or 2026, some things you want to leave in 2025, throw those in the chat, and we'll discuss that throughout the course of the show. We'll have some of our own as the show goes on as well. So we're going to make this a little bit more fun as we can, because who the hell want to be up at near 1 o'clock in the morning doing this? But we are here because we love you. The Mavericks, though, Ron, don't love playing on the road because they lose again. Your biggest takeaway from tonight?
Well, one, welcome to DLS After Dark.
Welcome.
Since the time that we're here. But Caleb Love.
Oh, yeah.
Good player in college. UNC, transferred to Arizona. I'm like, okay, I know Caleb Love. He's like, pretty famous college player when a lot of players don't stay in college. The man had 24 points today. It felt like he could not miss. He hit 6 threes. He was
bombing away from the three-point line.
I'm like, essentially, in the fourth quarter, that big three he made essentially won the Trailblazers the game. I mean, there was some other big plays that were made.
It's the year of the two-way. Players on two-way deals just continue to have.
Is he also in two-way?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Two-ways have been fantastic. The Mavericks, Ryan Nembhard had a nice little spurt there for a while.
Yeah.
Two-way guys have also done in the Mavericks. Shout out Dominic Barlow.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew that was the first guy you were going to bring up.
Dominic Barlow.
We're spending way too much time together. I almost shouted out Dominic Barlow.
I could have with Spencer Jones, Dominic Barlow. Like, two-ways have been killing the Mavericks.
Just give a Dominic Barlow award.
Is that going to be the
best two-way player?
The guy on the other team that just has their best game of their career against the Mavs. If you career against the Mavs, you are the winner of the Dominic Barlow award.
Is this the best game of Caleb Love's career?
Probably.
I think he had like a 40-point game or something.
Wait. What? He scored 40 points before?
He had a 26. So this is the second best game.
Game of his career.
But he hit 6 threes.
He did. He was really good. Bobby, your biggest takeaway from the night?
Stinker from Coop. 6 of 20 from the floor, 1 of 6 from 3. Going up against Toumani Camara is a pretty tough assignment for him. And he was a pretty inefficient shooter from the floor tonight. Ryan Nembhard 0 for 4 too. So in a season where there's going to be a lot of losses, where there's already been a lot, and there will be many more, I promise. One thing we're going to be looking at every night is how did the rookies do. And tonight, they didn't do that great. Now, Coop did have some nice passes and 5 more turnovers. But, you know, I think an ideal – if you're team tank, right, an ideal loss is that the Mavs lose, but Coop plays great. The Mavs kind of lost this game because Coop didn't really have it going. And, you know, so that's something that, you know, you'll have to live with. Other guys played well, but it sucks to see Coop have a bad night.
Stein, Anthony Davis misses his 18th game of the season. The Mavericks now fall to 4-14 in such situations this year, and 10 games under 500 at the end of December. Your biggest takeaway from tonight?
They squandered a lot of bench production in this one.
Mm-hmm.
You get 50 plus out of 3 guys on the road. You'd like to turn that into a win, but I guess the way you said it, team tank.
Rise up.
I'm curious.
We're growing more powerful by the day.
Are there more people in chat? I mean, it sucks to root for your team to lose.
It does.
Well,
but
it does.
I don't know. I just feel like in the NBA, like, do you have to embrace that? Like,
you got to grin and bear it.
Yeah, just like, are more people in the chat right now team tank than not?
I mean, at this point,
probably
they're having to win 60% of their games for the rest of the year just to get to 500.
Yeah, just to get to 41 wins.
It's not happening. So, you know, you can say, well, I just want them to go have fun and I want them to play their best. Okay, well, they played their best tonight and they lost. They're going to, I mean,
clutch game.
It does suck, though.
10 and 16 in clutch games.
We're literally incentivizing
10
teams.
and 16.
You're incentivizing teams to lose so that you have a chance that the ping pong ball is going to pop out in the right order. Like, it is.
Is that Kemba Walker?
It is very stupid. But
that's insane.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is that Kemba Walker?
He wore.
I did.
It's Dan Dickow.
Dan Dickow.
I'm be honest,
dude. 8 minutes into the show, we got a Dickow sighting. We're showing Dickow.
That's amazing.
Jesus.
That's
I'm be honest. I looked and I said, "Is that Drake?"
What?
Dude, we got Dickows out.
All right.
And then Kemba wore 34.
34.
For the Mavs.
That's
that
right.
Disgusting.
He was here for like 3 unforgettable days.
He had an unbelievable
unit.
game against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
I almost won him a game in a Mavericks uniform.
Kemba too. I saw it, Tanner.
Wow,
I saw it.
dude, Tanner, respect.
Respect. Tanner,
What is
respect.
I mean, you give Tanner a couple extra hours and he comes up with some
Tanner been cooking, man. Tanner has been cooking.
Good up, King.
Oh yeah, so we did it because I don't remember. On the
Jesus.
on the pregame show, we were
somehow we got to naming random Mavericks and stuff like that.
Yeah, Ron didn't know
that was a real person.
a player that was like a Ron just didn't know that Dan Dickow was a real person.
Yeah, I thought that was a joke.
But I think it was because it was like a you didn't know someone, so then I was just saying guys.
No, he put Najee Marshall on the graphic. Yeah, he had Najee Marshall on the graphic.
I'm like, why Najee?
He was questioning why Najee was on the graphic.
Struggled.
Yeah, so then we got to naming random Mavericks and seeing how many that Ron knew or whatever.
I wonder what Dan thinks of Harambe.
Good, you know what?
Wow, that's a random
Good question.
That's a random question.
Maybe he voted for him.
As you can see on the graphic, shout out to Kemba Walker. Yes, the Mavericks lose their league-leading 16th clutch game of the season.
That is insane.
Having now played the most clutch games in the NBA, 26. Portland now has played 22 such games after their game with the Mavericks tonight. They are now 11-11 in such situations as the Blazers improved to 14-19 on the year, 7-9 now at Moda Center. Mavericks had 6 guys in double figures led by the aforementioned Max Christie, who had 25 points. Who the hell is that? Travis Best. Travis Best making a sighting here. Well, here we go.
Bald legend.
Dude.
Tanner, what is going on?
Travis Best.
No, this is great.
An
This
integral piece of the 03-04 Mavs.
We just were I think they were just like naming.
You remember them,
players.
Mark? They won, what were they, 35-6 at home or 36-5 at home or something?
Oh,
but
wow.
they only won 52 games.
Well, they were terrible on the road then.
Hey, that was not a great team. 52 games, 36-5 at home. Travis Best back at point guard, along with
He backed up Nash?
Tony Delk.
And
And
former Kentucky legend Tony
Marquise
Delk.
Daniels.
Didn't Tony Delk
Marquise
have a
Daniels.
50-point game that
He was a
season?
sniper.
Not for the Mavs.
Yeah, who did
The Hawk.
for the Hawks?
Yeah. The Mavs have more clutch losses this season.
Was that Nash's last season?
Than 14 teams have even played.
That's unbelievable. Can you say that again?
So
Wait.
The Mavs have lost 16 clutch games.
David Collins wants a Pavel Podkolzin picture thrown in.
14 NBA teams have not even played 16 clutch games total.
That's unreal.
Yikes.
That's unreal.
And 0 NBA teams have won 16 clutch games.
Yikes.
That's unreal, man. As you can see some of the numbers on the screen there, Mavericks shoot over 50% from the field, shoot just 34% from three, had 50 rebounds on night, 33 assists. Only 12 turnovers, so they protected the ball pretty well.
I mean,
Blazers, on the other hand, shot 47% overall from the field, 39% from three. They were really good from three in the first half. They went cold in the second half from the three-point line. 57 rebounds overall, 27 assists for the Blazers, who had 15 turnovers in this game. They had 4 guys in double figures, led by all-star candidate Deni Avdija, who had 27 points. Damn near had a triple-double tonight for the Portland Trail Blazers, who win on the second night of back-to-back. They beat Boston last night, and then they beat the Dallas Mavericks tonight to improve to what is 14-19 on the season.
I like Bulldog's question. Are you guys cool with the pass to Klay, or do you want to see Coop take the last shot?
I did want to see Coop take the last shot in almost any circumstance, and that goes back to my days covering Michael Finley when, it was December 26th, 1996. The Mavericks very controversially traded Jason Kidd to Phoenix. Michael Finley came to Dallas along with Sam Cassell and AC Green. I actually moved here 5-ish months later. By the next season, 97-98, Don Nelson's approach was, we are gonna make Finley an all-star. We're gonna go to him every time, put him in this situation. We don't care what happens. So I remember that season so vividly. So I was thinking the same thing, just like, you know what, just give it to Coop no matter what, because the reps will be great for him. But they got such a good, Klay, that was very.
Can't believe they both bit on the pump.
It was.
Yes.
It's the respect. That's the gravity.
It was poetry in motion, except it didn't go down. They got such a good look that how could you quibble?
And Cooper's going to be the player that's always going to make the right play.
Yeah.
If he's got an open shooter, he's going to find him. If he's got an open shot, and it's a clean look, he's going to take it. He's going to find the right play and make the right play. It feels like most of the time. And the Mavericks, who had 3 good looks, Najee had 2 wide open 3-pointers to give the Mavericks a lead.
I don't know if I want Najee on the floor. I just don't.
I was kind of thinking
I just
that.
don't know if I do. Pro Knife Pod. I
Definitely
cannot harp on that enough.
Yeah.
All right. We're a Pro Knife Pod.
But
that said, we got Tony Romo on screen.
Yeah, we got Tony Romo.
There's my GOAT.
Oh, wow.
I wrote a whole news story on that whole thing when that happened.
I was at shoot-around whenever he was. I was taking video of him
Why
warming
didn't you text me from shoot-around?
I don't think we talked at that point.
Yeah.
I think that was
Luckily, I did know about it, even though I wasn't at shoot-around.
Yeah, Romo could barely move even back then.
His name was on the court for a while. I don't think it is anymore.
What?
The Mavs have the name of every player on the team.
He 100% would have played in the game if the league didn't put a stop to it.
You think the Mavs would have got fined, or what would have happened?
Yeah.
Would they? Well, they lost anyway. Would they have had to forfeit?
You can't. He's not on.
Yeah,
you can't legally play a player who's not on your roster. I don't.
Well, what would have happened?
You'd have to sign him.
I'm guessing the refs. I'm guessing the refs would have said, "Isn't that Tony Romo? We're not letting him in the game."
That guy looks familiar. Who was that?
I don't know. I bet
That's
they
the
would
guy
have
threw
been.
the pick on week 17.
I bet they would have been okay with it.
No.
And I see in the chat question the shots is like, so down 1 and shooting threes.
Romo could have made that shot.
I get you. They were wide open looks, and yeah, they didn't make them. Mavericks got clobbered in second chance points. We talked about that during the pregame show, how the Blazers are top 4 in the NBA in second chance points. They outscored the Mavericks by 15 in that particular department, led by Donovan Clingan, who had 18 points and 11 rebounds tonight. As we mentioned, Deni Avdija had a damn near triple-double with the 27 points, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds that he had. He did have 6 turnovers in this game because at times this game is deeply unserious. But at the same time, the Mavericks, who were down by as many as 17 in this game, found a way to take a lead late. We're not able to hang on to it. And here we are after 34 games. They've played 34, and they've lost 22 of them.
Not good.
Pretty nasty stuff for a team that's been dealing
Not
with
enough.
Not enough losses.
Still 8th.
Oh, in terms of Tankathon,
More.
yes.
Need more.
We'll see.
Nets are winning. Wizards are winning. Jazz are winning.
Clippers are winning all of a sudden now. So,
AJ DeBonsa.
Rainbow face.
Time to go house shopping, buddy.
let's take our first break.
Hashtag rainbow face, baby.
Let's take our first break here on the DLLS Mavs
Team
post-game show.
Tank.
When we come back, we'll get to some of your super chats. Let us know what you want to take into 2026, what you want to leave behind in 2025, and more next. We're just a few days away from the brand new year 2026, and I know that you're getting ready for your New Year's Day and New Year's Eve party, and you need some fantastic food. The best place to get it is at Wild Fork Foods with their meat and seafood premium meats that you can get all over at their 9 area DFW locations. My favorite is the Wiley location. That's the closest one to me. I can get myself some New York strip steaks. I can get myself some amazing shrimp. They've got jalapeno bison cheddar sausage as well. They've got all kinds of things that you need to make your party special this upcoming holiday season and into the new year as well. So if you're looking for the best meat and seafood market in the game today, you can find it with Wild Fork Foods. Visit wildforkfoods.com. Everything is frozen. It's blast frozen, so you can get the instant freshness that you need anytime that you get ready to prepare the meat of your choice. Again, that's wildforkfoods.com. Visit any of their 9 area DFW locations. Check out the folks in Louisville or my favorite in Wiley and get your meat and seafood on today with Wild Fork Foods at wildforkfoods.com.
How much do you like this shirt? It's a good looking shirt, right?
Good looking shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. It's a great looking shirt, actually. All of our merch here at All City is. But what good is making a good product if you don't know how to sell it? If you can't sell it, especially online. We have people watching us from all around the world. It's not just people right down the street where I can go take it to their house. No, we have to process so much of our business here at All City and DLLS online. And so too do so many other businesses around the world. And more than 10% of those businesses in the US use Shopify for all their e-commerce transactions. They've got you covered with all aspects of your online business. They can help you make websites. They have AI tools designed to help you maximize sales and so much more in between. So turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/allcity. Again, that is shopify.com/allcity today.
Appreciate you joining us here on the DLLS Mavs post-game show after dark as the Mavericks fall 125-122 to the Portland Trail Blazers. With the Mavericks loss tonight, they fall a full 2.5 games behind the Blazers for the 10 seed.
Ooh.
They're a full game and a half behind the Jazz for the 11th spot. And as of now, only a half game ahead of the streaking Los Angeles Clippers, who are 13th in the West.
Did someone say Jazz?
Yeah. And that was part of our lead story coming into tonight because the Mavericks are in a stretch over the last 21 days or the next 21 days, now 18 since we're in the Tuesday morning, where they play the Sacramento Kings a couple of times. They've already lost to them once. They did that on Saturday. They lost to the Blazers tonight. They still got the Utah Jazz, ladies and gentlemen, 3 times in the next 18 days, including 3 times. What the 3 times will be in a 9-day span. So the bottom of the Western Conference is going to be playing a lot of each other, seeing a lot of each other here over the next 3 weeks. And the Mavericks, back-to-back losses to the Kings and the Blazers. So that kind of gives you an update on where the Mavericks are.
Before we get to these super chats, do you realize Kawhi Leonard has taken 126 free throws this season?
He missed 4 of them?
He's made 123.
What? That's unbelievable.
He is shooting 97.6% from the line.
It's unreal.
He was 16 for 17 yesterday in his double nickel game, and his free throw percentage for the season went down.
That's
He choked.
the robot, man. The cyborg.
97.6%.
Insane.
And if I remember correctly, Kawhi Leonard with that 55-point game became the 10th player already this season to have at least 50 points in a game.
Wait,
just
for real?
Yes, the 50 balls have been unbelievable. James Harden had 55 as well against I forget who it was.
Did you know, Mark Stein, that during his time with the Mavs, Dan Dickau took 3 free throws and made 2 of them.
His whole tenure?
Well, he played 4 games.
Instead of gratuitous,
I say he was only here for like.
Instead of-
I mean,
4 or 5
that
games.
shot that Tanner got
It's a free throw line.
the time
Is that
he
the only
was
photo
free
you can
throw
get?
line. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What a legend, Tanner. What a
instead of
legend.
gratuitous mentions of Dan Dickau every 2 minutes on the show,
Yeah,
could you help me look up what is the single season record for free throw shooting? Who holds?
I'll look. But real
I'm a-
quick, Dan Dickau, 1 of 8 from the floor as a Mav.
Mm.
His one make was a 3. He was 0 of 5 on 2s.
Who?
They could have used the 3-pointer
Okay.
tonight.
I'm going to guess
I'm
Nash.
sure he's a good guy.
as the record. I'm going to guess Nash.
If I remember correctly, from Gonzaga, correct?
Who can say?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, Gonzaga Bulldog.
Mm.
Mark
I'm,
Hughes had some
I'm
incredible teams
firing
throughout
up
the years.
StatHead. I'm trying to find your
Thank you.
thing.
You remember Ronnie Turioff? Terrific player at Gonzaga. Mark Hughes had some incredible teams throughout the years at Gonzaga.
Because you have to be qualified for
And
the
Mark
FD
Few will tell
percentage
you.
leaderboard.
Mark Few will tell you the best passer he's ever seen
Nimby.
is Ryan Nebhard.
I believe him. I believe him.
Osher said he would not stop telling him about Nimhard.
The
he said there's
record.
Another one? Jose Calderon.
Somebody in the
Oh,
chat
it's
had
on
it.
the
Somebody in the
screen.
chat had it.
They no ball, bro.
Oh, nice.
Is
it?
Good shout. Yeah, it is. I was going to do a little
What
trip.
was the
Jose Calderon, 08-09 for the Raptors, 98.1%. Granted, that
No
year
way.
he only took 154 freebies, so Kawhi's already
That's still
almost
kind of a lot,
past him.
though.
Before that is Calvin Murphy at 95.8%, way back in 1980.
So how many do you need to qualify? You need 150?
You just need to qualify for the percentage.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think that might be relative to the league. I'm not sure actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Calvin Murphy was tough.
What's the last name Ronnie Turioff for? He was a baller. Like he was a fantastic college player.
LOL is hilarious after Cage.
Yeah, that's crazy.
LOL.
Oh, it's just a name you don't hear very often.
Yeah.
And then he gives such an impassioned, like,
Oh, he was a
I
bucket.
remember-
He was
praise
great.
for
Well,
his game.
Gonzaga, like as in my formative years, like started to come on the scene, like Adam Morrison, Dick Owl, Ronnie
Good
Turioff.
God.
Like
Adam Morrison was.
I don't know how this
Adam
show, I don't know how
Morrison.
this show is, but chat is on its game tonight.
No, keep it coming.
Yeah,
Keep it coming.
Yeah,
Keep it coming.
Yeah, you want to find some fantastic
Bring
college
us the
tape?
heat.
Look up Adam Morrison, what he did at Gonzaga. He was a
Oh, he was a
hooper.
bucket.
Hey,
He was a
the
hooper.
wackier you all get, the wackier we get.
Like we're gonna start like naming random like amazing college players at amazing college years, like Jimmer Fredette at BYU.
Dang, I love
Speaking
Fredette.
of BYU, Jimmer Fredette.
All right, the big difference, Oscar, is that maybe okay. I get the slurping sounds for Pat Bev on the pregame, all right, but no one's slurping Dick Owl, okay?
Pause. Super chat. Let's get to a couple super chats here. Matt Culp with the $9.99 super chat. Jason Kidd with another disaster class end of a game. No challenge on Love's drive. Can't drop an ATO to save his life. We need to have a conversation about him taking the Brad Stevens route to the front office. Hashtag tank.
Man, Brad Stevens was a really
Got
really,
nothing
really
for
good
that
coach,
one?
man.
We were talking So we were talking before the show started, and we thought that the Mavs had either lost a challenge earlier in the game or didn't have any left or whatever. But I believe they did use a challenge earlier in the game and win.
They did win.
So they did have a challenge left. Now it stands to reason. Like, I don't mind necessarily keeping your challenge if you only have one timeout left, because if you lose the challenge, then also you lose your timeouts. You kind of lose the game.
Yeah.
So it's that one is really tough. But what is the rest of the ATL? I mean, I don't know. Klay got a good shot.
He got a good look, man.
That one. Now the previous one, I think that was a floor spacing issue. I think Najee kind of like freaked out a little bit and got to a spot that maybe he shouldn't have been. But that is, I don't know whether to put that at the feet of the players or the coach or whatever. But also, it was a wide open three. Klay's three ended up being open. Like
they got
good
three
looks,
wide
but-
open threes late.
Yeah.
But it's tough. I am struggling. Does anyone want to take the baton from me? While
What's
I
your
cough?
name? Yeah.
It's tough to make better shots than that.
It is. Like you had three wide open looks in the last 33 seconds of this game. Najee had 2 point-blank wide open threes and missed him. And Klay,
almost airballed.
Yeah, and Klay just missed. He got 2 flybys and had a wide open look and just missed it. I mean, the Mavericks in this game, they took 32 threes and only made 11 of them. This is one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league, and this is after they got a really good game tonight.
And probably raised their percentage for the year, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard. Like, Max Christie, he balled tonight. He went 5 of 7 from downtown.
It actually did. They shot better than their season average tonight. They were 34.4% for the season. Coming into this game, 33.7%.
It's unreal.
Like, the league average is about
unreal.
35, I think.
Yeah, like, this is an abysmal three-point shooting team, and unfortunately, they continue to be such. I mean, the Portland Trailblazers made 12 threes in the first half, made 4 in the second half. They were off from the three-point line in the second half. Leonard with the $5 super chat. Mark, you want to read that?
Well, maybe not all.
No,
of it.
you can read it.
Oh, okay.
I'll answer it, but you can read it.
Oh, okay. Mark,
Weapon.
to your head, will Anthony Davis be traded by the All-Star break to the Hawks? Percentage odds. Too much smoke to wait till the offseason, in my opinion. Trade Brittle Bones now.
Okay. We still don't know how far Atlanta is willing to go with its offer. What are they truly willing to surrender Risa Shea in this deal? How much draft compensation are they willing to add to it? And is that enough? And I know that you and I disagree on this one. My love for KG does not change one whit. But
No, it does.
It does.
No, it
Y'all
does.
hate each other
we
in real
don't.
life.
I love Stein.
I'm president of his fan club, but on this one, we
We should
wholly
create
disagree
some
that
controversy in 2026. Ron.
I like. It's become popular to say the offers can only get worse. First of all, we still don't have a defined
Offer.
We don't have total clarity on what exactly would be on the table from Atlanta in a trade. But everyone's saying there's no way the offers can only get worse from here. How do you know that? What is that based on? Like that it sounds great to say that. It sounds declarative and confident, but I don't necessarily believe that, because as I tried to, the last time we were all together, when was that? Was that Saturday night?
I wasn't here.
You weren't here.
No.
Yeah. But we bonded with that.
I was getting my yard game on at a Christmas party. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Where was
A lot of hors d'oeuvres and tequila.
Anthony Davis
Yummy.
has next season at 58 plus million, but there's also a
money.
player option on his deal the year after that at nearly 63 million. And so you could make the case that if no trade happens till the offseason, that he would still have 2 years on his deal, because other teams are going to look at that and say, if we don't extend him, he's probably going to opt in. When his deal goes down from 3 years to 2, that could make him more tradable in the eyes of some. I just don't think you can definitively say the offers are certain to get worse from here. Like, we genuinely don't know that. In general, moving a big salary like that, it is easier in the offseason when teams have more optionality. Now, I will say 2 things in favor of Kevin's viewpoint on this. Last year's trade deadline was an absolute circus. And last year's trade deadline flew in the face of that belief that those trades wait till the offseason. And we saw, throw out the trade that we don't want to talk about. You saw Jimmy Butler go. You saw Zach LaVine and De'Aaron Fox go in the same deal. Like, there was big action at the deadline. But was that an outlier, or can that continue at this deadline? If, let's say, Milwaukee continues, Milwaukee has been sending the message, we are not trading Giannis. We are not trading Giannis. If that carries over into the offseason, it just, that in itself could make the offseason spicier in terms of big salary potential trade. So just, to me, you cannot just say with absolute certainty the offers are for sure getting worse from here. We don't know that. With all the time AD has missed, where's the amazing Tanner graphic that shows what he's played 25 out of 66 games as a Mav or somewhere in that ballpark? And if there's trade interest,
you hadn't Photoshop Rafe LaFrance into that graphic.
Oh wow!
If there's trade interest with those numbers, why will it necessarily be worse in the offseason? So,
and I'll answer that on the other side of the break because I think there's a couple things.
It's 1 a.m.
It is 1 a.m.
The strongest argument to me, argument to me for absolutely doing it at the deadline, if you can, is the finances, because the Mavs finances are such that it would, there obviously would be a financial benefit if you can make a trade where you're getting back a good amount of expiring contracts in the deal. But again, next season, this team has to win because of its draft pick situation. So just giving away AD when you need talent next season, we need to know more about what's coming back. And that still can't be definitively answered.
Let's take our next break here on the DLLS Mavs post-game show. When we come back, we'll discuss a little bit more of that. And plus, tell us what you want to take into 2026, what you want to leave in 2000.
Everyone is saying leave Anthony Davis in 2025, and I agree.
No, but see that contract right there? His contract is better with less time on it. That is a
break.
We'll take it. Let's go to break. We'll talk about it.
Break.
Next.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Folks, how many choices do you make every day? It's at least 1,000. How many of them get you paid? Not many, unless you use Prize Picks to choose between 2 and 6 players, whether they're going to record more or less than their projected stat lines. For basketball, it could be points plus rebounds plus assists, or points or rebounds or assists. But it's not just basketball. It's also hockey. It's also football. It's also footy, esports, everything. Pro, college, men's, women's, doesn't matter. You can have all sorts of fun on Prize Picks, and the more you pick, the more you can win. They also offer stacks, so you can say, all right, Cooper Flag, points and rebounds. No other platform allows you to do that. It is a whole lot of fun. I've been playing all season, and I'm up a little bit of money, despite sometimes the opponents doing their darndest to make sure I lose. If you want to play along, download the Prize Picks app today. Use promo code DLLS when making your first $5 lineup, and your account will be blessed with $50 to use anytime you like. On Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
And guess what, everybody? It is holiday season. New Year's Eve is around the corner, everybody. Your boy might just be going to see Stranger Things in the movie theater. And guess what I can be enjoying while I'm watching, hopefully, a good show/movie? A Michelob Ultra. You know what? I'm like, man, I have my favorite show. I got my favorite drink. I have my favorite girl because we'll be going for my girlfriend. I'm a winner. That's going to be a great day for me. And so Michelob Ultra is the delicious taste of victory that deserves something equally superior. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra at 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. It's a super smooth taste worth playing for. I love Michelob Ultra because of the 2.6 carbs and the 95 calories. Helps keep my body in check so I don't kind of feel like I'm cheating on myself, while also getting a very nice beverage that I can enjoy. And make sure that everyone, before you buy Michelob Ultra, to please drink very responsibly.
Welcome back to the DLLS Mavs post-game show. Yes, it is past 1 a.m. here on Tuesday morning.
Boy.
As the Mavericks fall 125-122 on the road to the Portland Trailblazers, drop to 12-22 after 34 games, just about at the halfway mark of the NBA season. A long one so far for your Dallas Mavericks. We'll touch on Ron's review here in just a second. But some folks are letting us know what they don't want to take into 2025. And it's the subject of what we were just talking about, and that'd be one Anthony Marshawn Davis, who missed his 18th game tonight due to the adductor soreness that he is dealing with, this time on the right side, not the left like it was last year. I'll say this, Mark, before we switch over to Ron, is that a couple of things. So with respect to trading Anthony Davis at the deadline, so number one, we've seen situations where you talk about the player option that he has, right? In the final year of his deal. There could be a situation, and I'll use Kyrie Irving, for example, who had a player option, declined it, signed a deal, and took more guaranteed money. Anthony Davis could decline an option, say, I want more guaranteed years, and sign a deal, either with the Mavericks or sign somewhere else. So he doesn't necessarily have to exercise the player option. He could decline it and sign a
it is $63 million, right?
It is. Woo! Kyrie's was 40 plus, and he declined it and signed a 3-year deal
because Kyrie knew he was going to work with the team to
He took less money.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing in Atlanta. The part of the reason Atlanta's in this position of, trying to figure out why it's so hard for Atlanta to figure out the next steps, because if we would have asked a year ago or a year and a half ago, of course Trae Young declines his player option to go to free agency, but Trae Young's outlook has changed to the point that the Hawks have to proceed under the assumption that Trae Young's probably going to pick up that option now because it's $49 million, and that means that the Hawks can't just trade for AD because they've got if they trade for AD and Trae stays, now their payroll skyrockets. So are you taking a risk technically? But do you really think if AD doesn't get the extension he wants, he's turning down a $63 million option?
No.
We've seen Stranger Things. I'm not saying that he would.
I mean, I'm not sure. We can always say we've seen Stranger Things because we only have to rewind to February 2nd for that. But that was $63 million.
And the other part on the reason why, and I've said this before, I'll leave it at that. The only reason why I'm more prone to move him now, I cannot continue to be in the business of risking a long-term injury or more catastrophic injury for Anthony Davis, because to me, the older that he gets, the more expensive he becomes, the more injury prone that he is. That's not going to change as he gets older. And I can't be in that business. The quicker I can get a good deal and a good offer for Anthony Davis to move off of him, I would take that deal, not only to clean up my books, but also get off.
What if it's not a good deal? What if it's just a deal?
I've said plenty of times, if it's not a good deal, you don't take it. But if it's a good deal that Matt Riccardi and Michael Finley want to take, then they need to take it and move on, because to keep him on the payroll and to continue to be in a business where he could get himself injured.
So how much would Atlanta have to add if it's Reece Shea and the expiring contracts of Porzingis and Luke Kennard? How much do they have to offer extra on top of that for you to say this is a good deal?
They give me one of the 3 picks that they got in 2026 and another future first rounder. We can get it done.
So wait, you want 2 firsts on top of that?
If they're willing to do that,
so they're not going to do 2 firsts.
They got 3 in 2026.
1 first, I would be surprised.
They got 3 available in 2026, and they can give me another future first round in 27 or whatever ones that they're available.
It must be, probably heavily.
So you think they're giving you 2 future firsts and the recent former number 1 overall pick?
I would say
I would be skeptical that Atlanta's willing to go that far.
If they're willing to go that far, then I would make that.
And what if they're not? What if it's 1 future first and Reece Shea?
I would probably still do it, because I got a future first rounder and I got a recent first rounder too. It was only 20.
What if Reece's not good though?
I'll bet on the upside. I can't be in that risky business anymore. I just can't do that. It's just too much. Too old, too expensive. He's breaking down. He's got 2 non-contact injuries in 34 games. I can't keep doing that.
Yikes.
That's just what it is. Yeah, but they're more desperate. If they can get off Trae Young.
No, they're not. They're not desperate.
They're floundering.
They have a team.
They have Jalen Johnson.
That team stinks right now.
But they have a team on a young timeline. Why are they desperate?
It's a wide open Eastern Conference. They should be better than this. They should be a whole lot better than this.
Do you think they think that trading for Anthony Davis vaults them into they can win the East?
I think it gets them into the top 6.
Something else.
I don't think he's even a good fit for their team. That's why I don't really buy him.
And that's Atlanta's problem to figure out. Not mine. That's Atlanta's problem to figure out.
That's why I don't think they would be interested.
But that's the thing too. That's the thing too.
Fit on their team.
We can't just look at this through the prism of this is great for the Mavs, so let's talk about it. Is it really how far are they willing to go for this?
Yeah, they got to answer that. Yeah.
The other question they have to ask is, if they make this now, do you want to make this move if you're Atlanta when Giannis isn't on the market yet, and now you're complete.
Giannis not going to go on the market unless he say he wants out.
Wow. It's a consideration, though, for them.
Like, this is the whole Damian Lillard Blazer situation. No one wants to be the bad guy here. Like,
yeah.
Giannis has to ask out for him to get out of Milwaukee, and he's not going to do it because they don't want to look bad. And Milwaukee's never going to trade him because why would they do that? So Giannis got to ask out for them to get rid of him. Like, I'm sick of that situation too. Like, Giannis, all this passive-aggressive BS. Like, if you want out, just say it and just get out and move on. You've earned the right to do it. Ron, what you got? What you got?
Wow, hard to follow that up. But, yeah, for Ron's review, I have PJ Washington is a player spotlight. I feel like I've kind of talked about him a couple times lately. I feel like he's just been struggling since, like, really the ankle injury. He's had some, big games since then, but overall, the last 2 weeks, it's been a lot of, like, even some games where, like, sometimes the stats might look a little bit going on the box score. He just hasn't been that good. I'm not really sure what it is. He was the Mavs' best player for the first 2-3 months of the season, probably. I'm not really sure what's happened to PJ Washington. The defense hasn't been as good. He didn't rebound amazing tonight. He was 3-8 from the field. He didn't shoot well from 3. He hasn't really shot well from 3 this season. I'm not really sure what's going on with PJ Washington because the Mavs are going to need him to start winning games, especially without Anthony Davis.
I say he was subpar tonight.
Yeah, he was mid. In the words of the kids, as Stan would say.
Yeah, he was subpar. And he's been good a lot of games this year, but
yeah, he was really
over
good.
the last couple weeks, like
stinky.
Not his best run.
But in the words of KG, maybe Zachary Ricochet is playing that position in a couple of weeks or a month or so.
PJ is so much better than Ricochet.
Yeah, PJ's. Yeah.
If that deal materializes, like, are you going to just be a huge Ricochet fan?
No.
Well, if he's good,
yeah, sure, if he's good, yeah.
Is he good today? No, he's not a good player today.
Yeah, I would just say, please just, like, don't get your hopes up.
Don't get your hopes up. Like,
just don't get your hopes
good.
Up. Well, no, that he's
so
going to be.
You wouldn't have taken.
Oh yes, the GOAT.
Is that Yogi?
We got Yogi Ferrell on screen. Oh my God!
I know that thick face anywhere.
Oh my
wow.
God! I love Yogi Ferrell so much, dude. What a player! What a guy!
Yogi Ferrell probably would have saw the floor tonight, unlike D'Angelo Russell did.
Jesus, where's Yogi Ferrell nowadays?
D'Angelo was DNP CD.
How old is he? I'm gonna guess 33.
There's no.
He's old, way older than that.
No, he's got to be younger than that.
Really?
He's 32. Jesus.
See,
figure it out.
Get in the league, buddy.
By the way, Indiana great. Yogi Ferrell.
Oh,
basketball player in India.
He plays for Budućnost Voli Podgorica.
Oh, he's playing overseas?
Oh, maybe with Spence and Pat Bev.
Podgorica, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Budućnost. I don't know where's that.
Hungary.
Is it?
Oh, okay. Let's get to more of your super chats here on the postgame show.
He recently had 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists in a game.
I think that's correct.
Classic Stain Lover with a $1.99 super chat.
Uwe Blob.
Uwe Blob.
What does that mean?
It's a player?
He was a player on the Mavs. The Mavs took him in the first round of the NBA draft back
player.
In the day.
I thought that was a language Classic Stain Lover.
I believe he was a pick in the 1980.
He might have been the Mavs' first German.
Oh, really?
No, 1985
was it
draft.
him or?
So 1985. So he was taken before Detlef.
He was.
But he was taken in the same draft as Bill Winnington. So the Mavs took centers. I believe. Bill
Winnington terrible by me. Yogi's playing in Montenegro.
And the Mavs took Bill Winnington 16th and Uwe Blob 17th. Of course, Joe Dumars went 18th.
Oh, God.
So Mavs fans turn away, but Bill Winnington is a great dude. And Detlef Schrempf was the 8th pick in that draft. How about that?
Good player.
So 2 Germans on the same night. Detlef Schrempf picked 8th. Charles Oakley taken 9th. Carmelo taken 13th. Mavs made the right decision.
Well, sounds like it. We're going to finish up your super chats on the other side of the break. Yes, we have gotten very quickly to our last segment of the show. We'll do it next.
Last segment of the year.
That's right.
Ooh.
But before we end our last show of 2025, we want you to become part of our DLLS Sports family. The easiest way that you can do that is to subscribe here at DLLS Sports to join the over 38,600 subscribers here as we move that much closer to 40K heading into 2026. We had a banner year here at DLLS Sports. We couldn't do it without you obviously supporting us here, whether it be subscribing or going to alldlls.com to become a diehard member, where you get a free t-shirt upon sign up. You can scan the QR code that you see on your screen or go to alldlls.com. When you do, as I mentioned, you get a free t-shirt upon sign up. You get 20% off our events. You get to be part of our member-only Discord. You get to hang out with us where we talk about everything from movies to basketball to pro wrestling, all kinds of things. And you get access to our premium content curated by Ron Garage Jr. covering your Dallas Mavericks, Clarence E. Hill Jr. and Ali Jawad covering your Dallas Cowboys, Jeff Wilson covering your Texas Rangers. In fact, we're about to be just a couple months away from baseball starting all over again in Surprise, Arizona with spring training. And, of course, the best team in DFW right now, your Dallas Stars, covered by Sam Nessler and Sean.
Who they playing Wednesday night?
They're playing your Buffalo Sabres.
The Buffalo Sabres.
You and Lud's going to fight before then?
There will be no fight because that would last not long.
Okay.
You take Luz down that quick?
Can we get a members-only video?
Wow,
Can we get a members-only video of Stein and Lutz fighting? That would be
stud, man.
Be amazing, actually.
I don't even know if you could win a war of words with Lutz, to be honest.
Lutz is so aggressive.
He's got a way with words, man.
Even off camera, Lutz is so aggressive.
He's got a way with words. But also, we want you to visit store.allcitynetwork.com. It's not too late to get the perfect gift for the perfect DFW sports fan in your life. We got some All City headwear courtesy of Branded Bills. You can check out and see it on your screen right now. Visit store.allcitynetwork.com for the best merch in the game today.
Buffalo Sabres have won 9 games in a row.
Yes, they have.
How was that even possible?
Here come the Buffalo Sabres.
Oh, my.
So what does that put them, like 8th in the East or something?
How about the 3 teams in the NHL with the most points
That
all
was
play in
shots
the
fired.
same effing division?
Wait, really?
Yes, and the
That
Stars are
sucks.
going to have to beat both of them just to make it to the conference finals.
How stupid is that? That's
They have
so
the second best record in the whole freaking league, and they got to play the 3rd best team just to play the 1st best team just to go to the conference final.
stupid. That's so
the
stupid.
dumbest playoff in the history of sports.
Like, what was Gary Bettman thinking in doing the playoff format that way?
He wasn't.
It's stupid.
He's a dummy.
He's a dummy.
But
In
if you want to come on DLLS Stars podcast to defend yourself, you're welcome to.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna leave that in 2025. In fact, that's how I'm gonna kick off what we do in 2025. The year of 2025 in sports was a living hell, and I don't want to ever experience what I experienced in the year 2025 from a sports standpoint ever again. I mean, Cooper was cool. Like, that's awesome. The rest of this BS from 2025, like my Cowboys damn near broke me, trading Micah.
Yeah.
Luka.
It was bad.
All right.
It was bad.
Like, it was just bad. It was just really, really bad. So the sports year of 2025, I can forever stay there. Hopefully for better times in 2026. This is insane.
LeBron's old. Sucks.
Yes, happy birthday to LeBron.
Nowhere near good enough to qualify for
Yeah.
the list of despair that we had to experience.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was just
I know,
unbelievable,
but
man.
still. Yeah,
Ira with the $2.
Two of the worst trades of all time. The Rangers blowing up a World Series team.
Oh my gosh.
And LeBron is old. Womp womp.
Yeah, the Rangers was on some BS this year. They get the best pitching staff that they've had in a decade plus, and can't score a run to save their lives every night. It was just unreal.
DeGrom was still throwing heat.
Yeah, DeGrom was fantastic this year. So was Nathan Eovaldi. Hopefully he gets better for next year.
Yeah.
Ira with the $2 super chat. Speaking of which, how bad would this season be if there were no Cooper Flagg? I don't even want to live
Terrible.
I don't even want to live in that time.
Imagine it was like Colin Murphy Boyles. We'd have to be like, man, that defense, brother.
Jeremiah Fears.
Like, he's fast. Like, it just, while those are good players.
It would have the worst record in the NBA.
Like, even if they had switched up, even if it had been
they
Dylan
would.
Harper over Cooper Flagg.
Well, Harper, okay, that'd be
like,
different. They'd been good.
They'd still have the worst record.
Yeah, I still would have been bad. Like them.
I think Harper would have been good. I think the drop off comes probably with VJ. You know, VJ is really, really, really good.
VJ would have been fun.
I don't think he's like probably like a number 1 option.
He'd have been hella fun to watch every night, though.
But he's still really, really good. Yeah,
he'd have been really fun to watch.
Dunking
every
everybody.
night.
Man,
and
that'd be a
Tyrese
good
Maxey
feature
was fun.
story too.
Lanner with the $5 super chat. Why did we get the Hawks Warriors trade rumors when AD got injured? This is Rich Paul. I agree to an extent. Deal can get better, just so injury prone.
Lanier, you've talked to Rich? Man, what a guy, man.
I mean, Rich doing a whole lot of talking these days on his podcast with him and Max Kellerman.
Talking a lot.
Still don't know how I feel about that show, but whatever. What are you trying to take with you in 2025? What are you trying to leave in 2025?
Ooh. I think for me, I'm done. There was a trend that said we done with the 90s. Me, I'm done with small guards. They can't. Oh, wow. They can't defend. It just, I mean, not as like a backup guard. Of course, you have to find a role in the league, but like as a starting guard in the NBA, like Trae Young, Ja Morant, those type of players, I'm just done. I'm just done with them. They're good players, but like I don't know if they impact winning to the extent that they in this era of basketball. It's just too switch heavy nowadays. I just can't do the small guards anymore. I'm leaving him in 2025.
I'm gonna leave spending a lot of money on takeout in 2025.
It's like a New Year's resolution to me.
And I'm gonna get. This is the most generic thing in the world. So Tanner, delete this footage as soon as I say it.
Never.
I started working out in 2025.
Okay.
And then the basketball season started, and I stopped working out because my sleep schedule is just completely just obliterated.
Yeah.
But I got to get that in line. I got to get back in the gym. As far as what I want to take with me into 2026, Najee Marshall.
Okay.
Oh, that's cute.
What time you normally get up every day?
Oh.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. All right.
Do you want to dox the gym that you go to?
Well, it's just at my apartment.
Oh.
Which is located on.
I forever want to leave Man City wherever the hell they belong. But I know Stein will forever take
Ollie Glasner with me into 2026, and that man needs to sign an extension. But I don't think it's going to happen, Mark.
He has a lot of interest from external suitors.
Rightfully so, but my God. Pay the man.
Stein, what you take with you in 2026? What you leaving in 2025?
I would love to leave about 25 pounds in 2025, but I say that every year, so hopefully my resolutions fare better in 2026. Yeah, for me, it's always going to be remembered for the trade. You just say the trade. You know what we're talking about.
The trade.
I've been doing this a long time. I'm halfway through my 33rd season. Never seen a trade like it. Don't think we ever will again. Still can't believe it.
That has ever happened.
There are still many times that I see 77 in purple and gold and still think it's some kind of AI trick.
I'm leaving AI in 2025 too.
Yeah, that can stay there too. Yeah.
Not mad with it.
Tanner,
how do you leave it? It's everywhere.
I know. I would happily. I'd get in a time machine and go back and do the Luka trade again if it meant AI disappeared.
Wait, so would you also kick the robot like Kyrie?
I would do worse.
I'd kick the blank out of that robot.
I wouldn't stop
Kyrie pushed that robot so hard to the ground.
I'd beat the robot. I'd beat the robot's handlers. I'd beat all. Now, that said, if you're an AI company and you would like to sponsor us, hit me up.
We do work.
What else would y'all like to leave in 2025 and take with you into 2026?
Also, I'm leaving annoying people saying get over it in 2025.
Yeah, y'all can say in 2025.
That's what I'm leaving in 2025.
Yeah.
Tanner had a good year.
Tanner did have a good year.
Flow's growing.
He amassed a lot of power and influence.
Yeah.
I will say real quick that we, as a DLLS Mavs crew, we had, I would like to safely say, we had a banner year for us.
Yeah, don't speak for me on that.
W's in the chat.
I'm talking about as a show. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Show.
This was not a 2025. Not the year of Bobby.
Tankathon spin.
2025 was not the year of
Bobby.
Are we taking Tankathon spins in 2026?
Let me tell you, Mark.
But the opportunity to go to Las Vegas for Summer League.
Man, I hope I go to Vegas.
Stein and I having the privilege to go to Vancouver for training camp this year. the NBA draft lottery was one of the most insane nights I've ever experienced in sports. Like, I woke up that day thinking the Mavericks were going to just remain in what
Colin Murphy Boyles.
Like, yeah, I was fully ready to like talk about Jeremiah Fears and all this other stuff. And then for that night to turn into the insanity that it did was just unreal.
What if the Mavs would have stayed ninth, but then the Pelicans call with that Derek Queen offer?
Oh man, that'd have been.
I would have taken it.
That'd have been saucy.
Bold.
Just give me future picks.
But it's like Noah Essengay now is the Mavs player, and it's like,
I mean, I still wouldn't have done it, but Joe Dumars is looking a lot better each and every time Derek Queen.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Sarah says leaving rage baiting in 2025 and
that
bringing
was rage
sincerity into 2026.
That was
Hell
rage
yes.
Touche.
Our society, our culture has determined that sincerity is cringe. Screw that. Reject that. I'm a very cynical and sarcastic dirtbag most of the time, but I do agree with you. I wish that we had a more sincere civilization, and I promise to do my part moving forward.
Rack that one down.
That said, Mavs need to lose sincerely.
Derek Fisher?
Yeah. You didn't know Derek Fisher was a Maverick?
That's a low blow. All right, that's a low blow.
How old was Derek when he was here? 57.
That was a rocky experience. All right, he lied. He said
him and Matt Barnes were going at it.
Okay, I might be getting the details wrong. So if I say anything libelous, Derek, just know it's an honest
Allegedly.
mistake.
So you probably
everything's alleged.
So he was on the team, and I believe he said that he either missed his family or that his family member, perhaps a child, was like sick or needed some assistance from him, so he needed to be closer to home. So he left Dallas to go back to presumably LA or New York, wherever he was living at the time, only to then immediately sign with the Thunder, who are OKC is not closer to LA.
He was here before the Thunder.
Yeah, I thought it was the Jazz, or was that later?
Yeah,
it was the Thunder.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so whatever ailment had befallen his family member, it got cleared up real quick as soon as he left the Mavs, and he was able to join the #1 team in his conference.
He was good. He was solid for them too.
Yeah, it paid off with him not winning a ring.
Yep.
Good riddance, Derek Fisher. I'm leaving Derek Fisher in 2025.
Okay.
Yeah, he's.
Did you guys see Dalton Trigg's tweet before we came on the show?
I don't think so.
No.
I think Tanner has it.
Oh, no.
That's why J Kidd didn't challenge.
That is J Kidd on a tank with the Mavericks logo on it.
I cannot even imagine J Kidd giving that much energy.
The Tony Stark peace signs, driving the tank. Yeah, man. Losing sucks, but good gracious. I mean, they are now 8th in the lottery odds. Yeah. With that, we take our final spin around Tankathon in 2025. I'm sorry. Oh, yes. Lander with the $2 super chat. Over under 80 plays 15 more games as a Maverick.
I'll take the over.
I'm inclined to say over.
Let me think.
I mean, despite the way I feel about it,
I mean, next season. I mean, he played the season here.
Despite the way I feel about it, it'll probably be over.
So you don't think he'll be actually traded then?
I don't think he will.
I mean, if he's not, I mean,
I think he should.
15 is
15 is close. It's a good number.
I mean,
15 and a half.
Obviously, if you have,
only have about 15 games before the deadline.
That's what I'm saying. Right, he won't play every game.
I mean, clearly. we don't know definitively, but like, is either the Thursday home game against Philly or the Saturday home game against Houston, are one of those in play for him? I think so. So
I'll be there early.
Stalking him. If he's
Dumont really determined to see these three play on the floor together?
And that's the thing. It's like
we have no time.
I'm talking about Cooper, AD, and Kyrie.
I try to write it. I write it. I think the way I said it was he's among those who would prefer that direction. And it's like, it turns into he's demanding it. Like, I think given their druthers, he would not be alone in wanting to see the three of them play together once, twice, 3 times. Is that even possible? When exactly is Kyrie coming back? We don't know. But it's not an absolute. But I think they would like a glimpse of it if they could, because they haven't seen it.
They can feel what's coming.
I mean, it is amazing to think
they
that
can.
AD and Kyrie have only played 3 quarters together.
And it was an amazing 3 quarters. I was there.
And a lot of folks feel like
Wait, your Thunder are up at 5?
Yeah.
Oh God.
We're doing this.
We are about to do this. So
As
it stands, the Mavericks are 8th in the draft lottery odds. Right now, the Pacers would own the number 1 pick if the season ended today and things stayed the way that they were from a lottery standpoint. So with that, the last time we did this, the Mavericks moved up from 8th to 5th. Or excuse me, to 3rd, moved up 5 spots and took AJ.
Did you get all the details, by the way, to put in the Excel spreadsheet?
Oh, I got all the details.
I wanted to stop the count because it may not get better than that, but we'll see.
The Mavs have a 26.3% chance to move into the top 4.
Don't give me hope.
And a 6.0% chance at that juicy number 1
3 times
overall pick.
Give me Peterson.
They've moved down thrice. They've stayed the same twice, and they moved up once without me.
Oh, that was very poetic. That was good.
Wow.
All right.
So
Tankathon spin.
17% of the time that we've done this, they've moved into the top 4.
And it's going to happen again tonight. We're closing out 2025 with the dub.
Let's go.
We're doing it.
Tankathon spin in 3.
Number 3. I'm
2.
guessing it.
1.
I'm feeling number 1 overall right
Number
now. It's going to
3.
happen. Oh my God, they just beat those bastards.
Is it 9?
Oh, wow. The Mavericks actually dropped.
Bro, they
a
go
spot.
to 9 every single time.
So wait a minute. How does DeBonsa go number 1 in this one, but the other night he was 3rd?
Rage bait. I say
It's the
randomization.
So in this case, the Portland Trail Blazers, who just beat the
DeBonsa
Mavericks
with
tonight,
all
go
this
all the way up to, is that 10 spots? They go from 11 to 1. Hello,
I should have
Mavericks.
won tonight.
Where have you heard that before? They would take AJ
Deni
Avdija. Oh, man, that would be really sick, honestly.
With Tamani Kamara.
You see
Well,
number 2?
where's Jeremy Grant going to get minutes?
You see number 2?
That guy might hit
Darren
the
Peterson would
Yeah,
go number
so
2.
the Thunder have now moved up 4
Darren
times.
Peterson.
In 7 spins?
in 7
We're
seven
cooked.
spins. The Thunder have moved up 4 times. The Mavs have moved down 4 times in 7 spins.
I kind of like
It
that.
only takes once.
Not going to help relations between Mavs
And they
and
the
Thunder
10th pick.
chatters.
I want to just pretend Oklahoma.
Wait, so
doesn't
who did the
exist.
Mavs get?
No
Braylon
disrespect.
Mullins.
Braylon Mullins.
I don't know
shooting
ball.
guard.
I don't know
They've
this
taken
guy.
him multiple times. You need to start doing your homework.
Yeah, I got to start doing my homework.
UConn.
Specifically
I may or
on
may
Braylon.
not have a draft prospects article coming.
Kingston Fleming's rising way up in this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
to number
6.
6.
Yeah.
Nate Ahmed, Tennessee.
Yeah, if
What
the,
happens to Arizona
Thunder,
kid?
if the Thunder find themselves anywhere
Oh, he's right.
near the top 4 picks, like,
I'm just.
I mean, it's sick.
It's 1:34 Central Time.
Yeah, we're about to go. It's time for us.
You guys are amazing. We have 200-something people watching this live.
250 now.
You guys are
The
amazing.
big 250.
You deserve better than 9th in the Tankathon spin. I'll
You
tell
do.
you that.
You do.
I mean, we gave him 3rd on Saturday.
You all deserve rainbow face.
You deserve 8.5 at least hours of wonderful sleep.
Which we will provide to you
I will pay for
right now.
What? How?
Last
We're about
show
to
at
get off the air.
This is
Oh.
it. Last show of 2025.
This is it.
Yeah.
Is it the worst year of all time
Well,
is coming to an end.
Basketball wise.
We're leaving behind bad vibes in 2025, and we're taking with us
Cook Lanier.
a really bad record, a horrible offense, a fading defense, and a beleaguered team with us
But a great
into
chat.
2026. But a great chat. And that's
Great
what really
chat.
matters.
Who says
All
I'm
this, I almost cussed so many times in what I just said.
Mm.
All this stuff on the court is irrelevant. All that matters is community. All that matters is enjoying the experience. All that matters is having fun.
awake?
What those guys do, especially what the people in the suits do,
Mm.
none of that matters at all. None of that matters at all. You will be around much longer than they will. All right? Don't let anyone steal your joy in 2026.
Who's going to the office at 7, which is 5 hours and 26 minutes from now?
Oh, my
Who's
God.
on that?
Shout out to you, JK.
MVP.
JK, you're a legend, man.
We do know it's past 1:30 in the morning.
We're taking all of our dick outs in 2026.
Yep.
All right?
No!
Oh, my God!
No!
Dude, that was so good. I did such a good job with that. That was really good slurping.
Good God, Bobby
That's
Kardashian.
So
That
terrible.
that was
Wait, isn't there an
fantastic.
actual Bobby Kardashian?
Oh my
That's
God.
Robert. No, I'm Robert Kardashian.
I'm gonna have nightmares about that now. That is so
Yo, that was nuts. And
nasty work, man.
That was fantastic.
You're too damn good at your job. Yes, more Garfield in 2026. That's for damn
Yeah,
sure.
if you missed
More
pregame,
Garfield.
you're probably wondering what was that. And
Yeah.
you don't want to know.
Yes, leave the slurp
Go back
behind.
and watch it.
taking it with me.
No, you
No,
leave that.
it in 2020.
come.
Leave
No,
that
it
blankety
can't
blank
come. It can't
in
come.
I'm licking my lips
2025.
January 1st.
No, no more of that.
Oh,
yes.
I'm licking my chops.
Please
Yo,
stop.
Jim Ben is
Please
in
stop.
shambles right now.
That's right, Ronald. Hey, yo, bro.
Can someone
too much.
please-
Good God.
Too much.
Can I please get a sourcing call right now?
Yeah, it's about that time for us.
Special thank you to our producer Tanner, the best producer in the game today, even with that nasty
230
work.
people hearing me just.
Bobby
Stop doing
Slade.
that. Like, stop doing that.
What? I'm leaving shame behind.
Oh, that's what you
All right.
behind?
Okay, respect.
More Bluey, more Garfield.
More
in
Bluey's
2026.
hilarious.
That's for damn sure. Get your game up,
Oscar was
Ron.
the father.
Get your game up. Again, thank you to our producer Tanner. He has been fantastic all year long. He's had a hell of a year putting up with us.
Till the last 3 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
Good work. So thank you, Tanner. We really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for an incredible 2025. Thank all of you. The next time we will talk to you will be in the year 2026.
Mavs Sixers.
Mavs,
Thursday.
Sixers.
VJ. Maxey.
Thursday evening. That game, Bobby, what time did that game start for you?
I have no idea.
7:30.
You sure about that?
Yeah, it's all. Listen,
5 p.m.
okay, it's
7:30.
Oh.
it's no way.
Normal start
Don't tempt
time
me
for
with
you.
a good time.
Yeah.
Our pregame show will begin at 6:45 p.m. right here on DLLS Sports on
He's bad on
New
it.
Year's Eve. Wow. Have a safe
No.
and a happy New Year. Spend it with your loved
You
ones.
said it. That's not even what he wrote.
Oh my gosh.
I'm leaving.
Tell someone you love them and that they matter and that you care
That's
about
right.
them.
LHS, stand up, baby. This is
Oh.
what the fighting farmer education gets you.
That is our national NBA insider,
Good
Mark
God.
Stein. Mark, happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, kids. Happy New Year,
I'm
chat.
exhausted.
See you in 2026.
Oh.
Hopefully, we raise our game several notches by then.
Doubt it.
Hopefully, though.
Bobby Corella, happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I don't actually know anything about basketball, so I'm glad you didn't call me basketball analyst. I just slurp.
That's what
All
I
right?
want to take into
I'm
2026.
just here to lick
Bobby
my
Corell's
lips,
a real
baby.
ball knower.
I'm
okay?
just here to just.
The Russell Westbrook take has been goated here on the
Guys.
show.
End this thing, Tanner, please.
Ron, happy New Year.
Oh, I got more.
Welcome.
I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. It's like,
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Welcome, and we appreciate your
if you ever change your
contributions.
mind, it's too late.
Yeah.
You work
Okay.
here now.
I appreciate it.
I'm your host, Kevin Gray.
Happy New Year, Kevin.
Thank you so much.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Y'all be good, and we'll see y'all in 2026.
See you all.
Y'all be good.
Before I pass out.
We all silly like the mayor.